Sullivan. I'm a former IRS agent and teaching instructor. I worked at IRS for a long decade. So whatever I tell you is really gold to you, because you're going to get my 41 years of tax defense and working at IRS for 10 years. So I tell you stuff that most people can't tell you. When you receive a 504 notice, a CP504, that is going to trigger the IRS enforcement computer. Just letting you know, it triggers the enforcement computer. So what does it in fact do? The CP504 is a computer-generated notice from the IRS computer, the K2 system, that systematically just does whatever it wants, because only you or a practitioner can stop that enforcement computer. How do you stop that? With a call to IRS. Say, hey, IRS, I just received a 504. What can I do? Well, I know what they can do, because let's pretend now I'm the IRS and I'm now receiving your call. What happens with that? Well, that's first of all what's going to stop the IRS enforcement computer. You're letting IRS know you want to deal with the debt. However, this is the big thing you've got to be very careful of. When you pick up that phone and call IRS, they're going to take a financial statement. Well, what do they do with that financial statement? People blindly call them, about 90% of them, and all wind up getting in a mess they can't get out of. Why? First of all, if you don't have a lot of money and you're broke, nothing is going to happen. Nothing. Just pick up the phone and call them. Many people are going through hardships. Let IRS know what your hardship is. It isn't going to be an issue. Most people, if you're paycheck to paycheck, pick up the phone and call them. You'll stop the 504 that way. They'll still take the financial statement, which you can download. The form is a 433F. Download it so you can see that form. But for those of you who owe more money, when IRS takes that financial statement, they want to get into your back pocket, and they will. Why? IRS is going to look at that financial statement. At the end of the day, they're going to want some money from you. How do they do that? Well, IRS has what's called a national standards program. You can look online. Always, if I say anything, I'll tell you where it is. They tell you what you can spend for food and clothing, housing and utilities, car payments, and car expenses. You must use those fixed expenses. And generally, if you owe a lot of money to IRS, you pick up that phone, you're going to wind up with a hefty payment agreement, because you don't know what the IRS national standards are unless you look them up. Just Google them. Anyway, if you need me, owe a lot of debt, you may want to call me. I can help all that. I've been doing this a long time, so I've been on the news, national news, many times. Look at my website at 777irs.com. Thank you so very much. It was a pleasure speaking. Hey, give me a subscription and a like. That would be very big. Thank you.